All right, another morning here. Scott on the Tran Manor YouTube channel, and just going for a morning walk here. Got puppy Atlas with me, and then Zane as well. We're trying to teach puppy here to follow commands, even just getting him to come to his name and stuff, first steps. And then we're trying to house train him right now, so that's fun as well. Missing out on a little bit of sleep here and there. And he's a good boy though, so he'll be a good one. Also helps just tiring him out, taking him for walks if I can. He doesn't walk very far anyways right now, but that's okay. So anyways, I think we're probably gonna get back on cleaning, I think. It's either cleaning today or we go into the cornfield. Or start the cornfield, I guess. We could do that. I gotta hook the rototiller back up. And then I gotta retill the field, which is gonna that'll take most of a day, probably. Well, maybe since it's already been tilled, I'm just loosening it up again. I might be able to move the tractor at a faster speed, so maybe it'll go faster. So maybe we will till the field today because the weather seems decent right now versus I think it's supposed to be really hot this week. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna till the field again today, I think. So we'll get to that later. Just gonna finish up my walk with Atlas. Leave that poop alone. Atlas. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, yeah, so we'll get to that later.
Can I see? It's a big frog.
It's a big one.
Can I see? Can I see? Oh wow, he has mud on his nose. Can I see, Daddy?
See what?
You are such a silly. That's big frog and that's him.
I can see that. Look at all your raspberries. Atlas, hey.
Hey.
Come here.
Hey.
I want Atlas. Atlas, come here. Hey.
He's so
What are you rolling in, Zane? Atlas, come here. Hey. Hey, you. Come here. Atlas. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Alright, so same old here. Just gonna remove the backhoe from when I was putting up that deer fence, and I'm gonna end up putting on the rototiller there that I did the review on a little while back. I just thought I'd pop in here and mention that I get a lot of comments there about wearing the pajama pants and you shouldn't be doing that and blah blah blah. It's like, you know, I moved out into the middle of nowhere where there's no people around except for me and my family, so that I could do, you know, all the random things I wanted to do, which right now includes farming, or at least trying. And, you know, I don't really care what I look like. I just want to be comfortable. And in the morning, you know, I could wear like blue jeans or something, but they're not quite as comfy as just like a pair of pajama pants. But, you know, if I was out scouring in the woods there, doing something where I'm walking through the bush, or I need to be crawling around or doing whatever, I probably would, you know, go with a thicker, more durable pants. But yeah, you know, just taking it easy, trying to enjoy what I'm doing here, and might as well be comfortable while doing it. Yeah, I'll address I seem a little I don't know, depresso in the beginning there, but it's one of those things. I don't drink coffee, and don't really take any caffeine supplements or anything in the morning, so it takes me a little while to fully wake up. But I also like to take the dog out for a walk, so that's just how I like to spend my morning there. Take it nice and easy, and, you know, kind of get my head cleared and just to enjoy the weather if it is nice. Okay, so got all that stuff hooked up, disconnected, whatever. Back out here in the future cornfield. The grass is starting to come in pretty good. I'm going to be fighting with grass and weeds all year, but we're not trying to make a nice cornfield. We're just trying to make one good enough for a corn maze, right? So, yeah, anyways, the ground's, since the weeds are coming back in, I got the seeds finally, and I'm ready to start. I'm going to be broadcast seeding, so I need to loosen this all up. And then I read on the internet that you can use the tiller, set it to like the depth you want your seeds to be, and then you can kind of just run over it roughly and it will incorporate the seeds. I guess guys do that if they've got like feed plots for like deer and stuff like that, if they're doing that kind of like hunting stuff. I'm not a hunter, I don't know, but this sounds like the easiest, cheapest way to get seed in here. So yeah, you can see the pumpkin patch in the back over there. But yeah, so we got the tractor here, rototiller hooked up, still at the max 6-inch depth. I'm going to go over this field a bunch. It's going to be boring, has to be done. And then, yeah, then we'll hopefully plant another day. The nice thing is it did rain a bit last night. It's raining right now, very lightly, unfortunately. I was hoping it'd be a heavier rain, because the tiller seems to dig a lot better when the soil's wet, because there's a lot of clay, I guess, I don't know. But anyways, it digs a lot better when the soil's a little bit damp. When it's dry, I find that it just kind of bounces off the compacted layer down there. So that should hopefully be addressed a little bit when next year I want to do an actual plow of the field. So get down a little bit deeper, incorporate a little more stuff, but we'll see how this does for the corn this year. The roots probably won't go deep, but we're going to try it anyway, so. All right. So that actually didn't take too long. That was like probably hour and 45 minutes. And I got that, I mean, it was all loose, right? Because it's only been probably close to 3 weeks since I originally tilled this, and I tilled them both ways. So it's still really loose. I didn't plant anything. It was just the weeds and whatever were coming back out, but we've got a lot of good depth there now, probably like the solid 6 inches that we want there. Yeah, I don't know if we want, but that's what I got. And yeah, dog just loves rolling in dirt and all kinds of good stuff. So now the ground is kind of dry, but it's not completely. Like it's moist in spots. I don't know if the camera picks this up, but this is like decently moist. This side kind of dry, like not like powder dry, but it's decent. And like I said, we're not going to be getting rain for a little while, but I'm going to have to come out here and spread the seed here now, which hopefully that works out. And then I'm going to run back over it at the tiller set at 2 inches depth. And then that's supposed to help push the seeds underneath. So I'll have to try that next. Okay, this is morning time, and we're out here at the soon-to-be cornfield. Tilled it up the other day, showed you that, and then anyway, so I got my corn seed there, and then I got this fertilizer or seed spreader. It's like I think it's for grass seed or something. I was given this or whatever, so I figured I'd give it a try. So we're gonna try use that grass seed spreader there to spread the corn seed, and then I've also got some high nitrogen extended release fertilizer that I'm gonna mix with it. We're gonna try and spread it out here. I did a quick measure of the field again, just to double check, but the field ended up being, like, it was originally going to be like a 200 foot by 200 foot square, and then there ended up being a bunch of trees kind of over there that I didn't want to have to, over there? Yeah, right over there. That I didn't want to have to cut down right now. And then so I also figured that maybe that's kind of getting out of hand, so I ended up going 150 by 200 feet. So we could call that roughly 1.5 acres-ish. So based off of, well, since I don't have a seeder, I'm going to be seeding this based on broadcast measurements for like a food plot type thing that people would use for hunting. And they say that I should be using 2.5 quarts of corn seed per quarter acre. So it'd be 10 quarts of seed for 1 acre. So we're gonna use 15 quarts today. And then as far as the fertilizer goes, there's a bunch of different, you know, opinions from different people. But I'm gonna be spreading, what did I figure it was gonna be? I think it was 2 bags per acre roughly. So I got 4 bags, but we'll see if we can do it in 3. First I gotta see if this spreader will even do it. Like the way this thing here works is that as you push it, the wheels drive the little mixer agitator there, as well as the dispersal piece there, which is just a dish with like a upward angle and then some paddles or whatever to spread the seed when it falls through the hole. And then the hole is just opened via the hand operated piece here. And then you can adjust the feed settings here to whatever, but I figure I need a hole decently large because this is the corn seed. The corn seed is pretty large compared to grass seed, so I'm going to keep it on one of the higher settings there. I'm going to do a quick little test here to see how much this thing spreads and if it works. So we'll give that a try quick. I can't imagine that touching the fertilizer can be good for your hands, so it seems to mix in pretty good. Gotta make sure I get right to the bottom so that we're not just doing fertilizer at the beginning. And like I said, this probably, it's not going to be as good as like row planted or anything, but it should be good enough for corn maze. Using like turf builder fertilizer is the only stuff I could get in a reasonable amount of time and at a reasonable size that was high nitrogen. It's got like no phosphorus and then a little bit of potassium, which is whatever. But I looked up the ingredients in here, and other than just the nitrogen, it's just got a little bit of potash and then a couple polymers in it for the beads here so that they can be a timed release, which will be good. I believe they said that of that 40%, 32% of it is going to be the extended release. And then the other 8% is going to be right away. So that's what I was able to get. That's what we're going to use. Another thing with this corn seed, I might have mentioned it before, but it is a sweet corn variety. But it is a made for Canadian northern climates. What the heck is it called here? Give me a second. So it's a yellow Sunny V hybrid corn is what it is. Anyways, it's supposed to have a grow cycle of 71 days and grow between 6 to 8 feet in height, which we're going more for height, so that's why more nitrogen for more leafy, greeny, growy. And I'll worry about maybe doing potassium for some ears of corn later. We'll see. I don't really care about the actual corn yield. Okay, that looks kind of mixed, so I'm gonna give it a quick little push here. I don't know how far this thing spreads out, like what the fan is on it, but I want to start, I think, on the far end. All right, you gotta open the thing. What the heck? There's no seed. Oh yeah. Should have expected that. Well, looking around, there's some corn here. I see some bits and pieces. Looks like from the thing, we're going out about, so we get about 10 feet wide, it looks to be. Okay, I'm gonna go the direction I wanna go, which is this way. I'll give myself about 5 feet on the edge, and I'm gonna try, see how this goes. There's like an edge guard thing here that's currently on, I think. This is just about it. Okay, well, it spreads a little more to the left than to the right, I guess. Okay, it helps to get some speed. I see corn seed in here, or corn kernels, seeds, kernels, whatever. And they're mixed in, so let's hope it's working. This stuff still looks very mixed together. Well, there's corn in here. The hard part's because the corn is larger than the fertilizer, so the fertilizer always wants to work its way down and the kernel's up, just based on the vibrations here. Watch out. Atlas, come on, out, out, out. Okay, run out halfway. So you can see that was a stop there, but in the regular areas here, get out of there, Atlas. You can see we've got fertilizer spread pretty good. The corn seed's hard to pick out with all the grass and shrubs and everything in here. Oh, there we go. Let's see. See, there's a corn here. Oh. There's a corn here and a dog's foot there. And we got corn here. I might as well move that one over. But there's like 3 pieces there. Another one there. So honestly, there is corn spread throughout here. And then I'm going to be tilling this under with 2-inch depth on the tiller as well. See more seeds here and here. There's another one over here. So it looks like we got corn seed spread out here. It's not as consistent as I might have hoped, but for broadcast seeding, this is probably about it. The fertilizer's definitely going good. I think I might be able to, I'm going to try and close up the chute a little bit and see if we can get a little more consistent. So judging by that, it took me basically to here, which is like the tiniest bit of the field, to do 1 bag of fertilizer. So this is extra fertilized because 4 bags was supposed to do more than this. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think the issue is that I'm gonna have to do the fertilizer separate from the corn, just so that I can get the fertilizer spread more evenly. So I'm gonna close the container a little more here, or the spreader, to see if I can get the fertilizer a little bit thinner. Okay, so the original setting was a 13 out of 15. Now we're going down to a 6. That looks a little bit better here. So definitely a lot thicker over there, and here looks better. And we're not losing as fast, so I'm gonna stick with that setting. I'm just gonna fertilize first. We'll figure out the corn thing after. Okay, got a bit sweaty, but I ended up found out that if I ran with the spreader, I'd get a way better spread, like a nice clean 12 feet from end to end, and it is a lot better. I mean, it was a bit of a workout, but the wheels also seemed to hold on better, and I didn't get stuck. So I ran the rest of it there. I made so now the whole field here's got 3 bags, which was 24 kilograms of fertilizer. So I've done 2 scoops of corn on the first 3 passes here. So now I'm gonna take, and I've got 3 more scoops. So I'm gonna see if I can finish off a third of the field here. And then if that's good, then I know that I'm on for like a proper amount of corn seed for the, what they say. We're gonna try that. That doesn't feel right. 6 doesn't feel good. There's not very many coming out. I'm gonna go up to 8. Okay, 8 feels better. All right, that looks good. That's about a third of the field there. What's the matter, you? You tired? Holy, I'm out of shape. All right, one final look here. I'm gonna head back to the house here, and then I gotta go grab the tractor. But I'm trying to figure out if I should probably till them under sooner than later, because the birds will get at them, and then I can just figure out my watering afterwards. But anyways, here's a quick little, I ended up walking down in between the rows because I can kind of see, I don't know if the camera picks it up, you can kind of see the darker spots where the back of the little kickstand part of this thing over is dragging. So I walked down in between each one of these just with a handful of seed. I basically just, or with a scoop anyways, and I would just hand broadcast the areas that look kind of thin. Like some spots are, look at that, like a bunch of them there, but like for the most part we got like decent spacing on these things, and I didn't really, there was maybe one or two bare patches, but it's looking pretty good. And the fertilizer looked great actually. It was very well spread, but that's because that spreader's made for fertilizer, and I think the corn would get bunched up sometimes in the hole there that opens up for the thing there. So as you can tell here, we got some seeds a little bit closer together, and then at the very end of the field I went actually a little bit thicker there just because I'm going to start tilling at the ends again. I'm going to do east-west again, so I did north-south for the broadcasting, and if I go the other way it should hopefully fill in those discrepancies for the I think it was spraying a little bit thicker in the middle and then slightly thinner off to the edges on the spreader there, but it looks pretty consistent to me now. And what I'll do is the areas that end up getting really thick, since I mean I'm not like a proper farmer, but I think what I'll do is I'll end up I'll come through and I'll manually thin it out where I feel like it needs to be thinned, because you don't want to have too many plants. That's provided that you know, anything actually takes. I don't know if it will, but hopefully it does. So that's my see how my first year's attempt at growing corn. Probably did a bunch of things wrong, but yeah, we'll learn. Pumpkins we're learning too, so then next year I think we'll have a good chance next year doing better. So, but yeah, I'll go grab the tractor and then we'll move on to the next step here. All right, we're back out here at the field. I set the tiller here. Originally it was here for the maximum depth, and I set it up here. This is a 2-inch depth, I believe, or close enough anyways. So I set both of those on either side. And then, yeah, we're back out here, and you can see corn is still just sitting at the top. So now we're gonna run over this field. We're gonna go east-west here and try and get this seed buried here. Okay, so I quickly ran over that, ended up using 4th gear and then just a 2-inch till depth. And just from a quick look here, I can't see a single seed. I was hoping to have like a cultipacker or something, which is just a big heavy roller that you can use to help push down everything, so you get like really good seed to soil contact. But I need to worry about getting this watered now for germination, which unfortunately I didn't get the chance to water this or seed this last week when it was raining, and we're not supposed to see rain for, well, the foreseeable, like next 7 days or so. So I'm gonna have to devise a way to, I don't know if it's got to be through the water tote or what, but get water out here, and might have to do it, you know, section by section, and then just get it all like a good watering in there to get that germination in, and then get those started. But that might be it for today until I can devise the water anyways. So we'll come back to this in a little bit.